Good evening, my friends, and welcome to my small corner of the internet. My name is ReallyJayBee, and tonight I'm going to be sharing with you a magical tale filled with suspense, romance, mystery, and wait, that's the wrong script. Tonight I'm going to be answering a question that I get asked on a pretty frequent basis. And that's, how do I get involved with mental health campaigning? Now, I'm sure if you asked 100 different campaigners to define what mental health campaigning actually is, you'll get 100 different answers. So to me, mental health campaigning is all about raising awareness, challenging the stigma, and changing the stereotype of what it looks like to be somebody with mental illness. Now, there's two main ways that you can get involved with this. There's online and offline campaigning. For starters, I'm going to talk about online because it's probably the simplest and definitely the most popular. Online campaigning is, as I said, definitely the easier of the two. That's primarily because it can all be done from within the comfort of your own home. So, say for example, somebody with social anxiety. They wouldn't have to worry about talking to somebody face to face, or even someone with a physical disability, they wouldn't have to worry about travelling, because it can all be done from within the palm of your hand with a laptop or a smartphone. So how can you get involved with online campaigning? The first is by sharing your story. Now, nobody on this entire planet has the exact same memories and experiences that you do. And that can be terrifying, but it's also your greatest resource. There are many ways that you can go about sharing this. You can use social media like Instagram or Facebook. If you're into writing, then you could try contributing to a larger blog or even starting your own. And if you're more comfortable in front of a camera, then you could even try making video content for somewhere like YouTube, which is what I'm trying to do. Emphasis on the trying. If you aren't comfortable with any of these, however, then the easiest thing to do is simply share the content that other people are creating. Whether that's a repost on Facebook or Instagram, whether it's sending forward an email to your colleagues and friends, it really doesn't matter as long as it's helping to reach other people and spread the message that it's okay not to be okay. Now to the other kind of campaigning. The more traditional or in-person kind. So honestly, the easiest way to start this is just by Googling it. That's exactly what I did, and I know plenty of people who have done the same thing. There's loads of groups and organisations and charities that run up and down the UK, and the campaign that I work with, Time to Change, is global, so I'm sure that there are others that exist in practically every country. As part of my work with them, I've done some pretty cool stuff. I've met Captain America at Comic-Con, I've done cooking events with MasterChef winners, I've done Pride events and festivals, and even a photo shoot up in London. So, as daunting and terrifying as the prospect of doing this can be, honestly it's so rewarding. No matter the group, however, the most important thing is, as I mentioned, your individuality. Nobody else possesses the exact same experiences and memories as you. You have a unique story. While you never have to talk about or share something that you're not comfortable with, your voice is important. Mental illness doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care where you're from or who you hang out with. It doesn't care about your background or your ethnicity. It affects everyone, 1 in 4 of us in fact. So I bet that there's at least one person out there who, if they saw you talking about mental health, would feel a whole lot less alone. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you would be expected to stand there in front of a group of strangers and share your innermost secrets, because that would just be weird. What probably would happen, however, is just some genuine conversations with real life people, maybe giving them a bit more information or signposting them towards local services that could actually help them. I've had plenty of people come up to me at events, mainly guys believe it or not, and tell me that they feel a lot less alone because they've seen another guy talking about mental health. So while you may not be a blue-haired guy, for example, there are people out there who would see you talking about these things and feel understood and like they could talk to even not necessarily you, but somebody in their lives because they've seen you doing it. So having said all that, I hope that that's helped answer the question somewhat. I know that this is spoken rather than whispered, which is what I've been doing so far on my channel, so I hope that's not too weird. But yeah, have a wonderful day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I believe in you, and yeah, peace.